Good morning, good evening for the respective geographies. We are very happy to have a very important guest with us, Dr. Vasudev, the famous Dr. Prashant Vasudev. He's head of the school, Gulf Indian School, Kuwait. And our hostess, Miss Bhatia, Miss Shayla Bhatia, 11th grader from KIIT World School, Pitampura, New Delhi, India. Over to Shayla.
Hi everyone, I am Shayla Bhatia. I am an 11th grader studying in KIIT World School, Pitampura, Delhi, India. Today we have the students' favorite program, the Graduate Great Way, on the topic of course versus college. It is my pleasure to begin this event by introducing Dr. Prashant Vasudev, the esteemed principal of Gulf Indian School, Kuwait. Dr. Prashant Vasudev, the principal of Gulf Indian School, GIS, in Kuwait, have been a principal who has celebrated his dedication to holistic education and fostering academic and creative excellence. Under his leadership, the Gulf School in Kuwait has been growing more and more. Under this, the premier institution promoting strong values, character, and excellence. I would like to thank Dr. Pranav Thakurata and Tanya ma'am for introducing such a nice interaction for all the students. I would like to give my special thanks to Dr. Sangeeta Bhatia, who's my principal, to give such constant support and encouragement to me. And for having such nice interactions and programs, you should also subscribe to EduTV so that we can have so many topics going further. Hi, sir. Can I have your attention,
Hello.
please? So, sir,
Hello,
our
good
today's
afternoon.
topic. Thank you, sir. So, sir, our today's topic is on course versus college. In all the interactions that we have had with our students, we have seen that this is the major problem that students have. It is very difficult for them to understand that we should weigh their future goals or the choice of college. So, should I begin asking you some questions?
Please go ahead.
So my first question from you would be very basic, and this is what most of the students said to us. How should the students prioritize between a highly reputed college with a general course and a lesser known college, but which offers their dream?
See, this can be a very tricky question to be answered for the simple reason that it all boils down to the career goals that one has and the reputation and networking that one is looking up to. So, as far as the choice between the two is concerned, I would say that anything that is interdisciplinary in nature, which a general course might offer. On the other hand, the student has to make a choice between taking a deep dive into a specific, course which he or she intends to do. So, in my opinion, an eye has to be kept at what the child intends to do in terms of postgraduate specialization. I assume that the question that you asked was for an undergraduate course. So, what does he or she intend to do in terms of his or her post graduation? Financial consideration to be kept in mind. Is it going to be an expensive affair? The returns that you're expecting after doing the course, the kind of campus life and culture that a student looks forward to. Most importantly, how about the industry connections? A less known college in an industry might provide better internship or job opportunities compared to a highly reputed college in a less relevant area. So it boils down to those experiences that a student is looking forward to. Also, experiential opportunities. One needs to delve a little deep into the kind of internships and other research projects available as far as both options are concerned. Again, sometimes I would say a specialized course at a lesser known college or university might offer hands on experiences that a general course might not provide. Similarly, extracurriculars and clubs, that also is a decision which has to be made in terms of going for which course and which college. So, to help with a student's decision, I would say rank priorities, evaluate the pros and cons of both the options involved. Consultation is very important. Talk to maybe some senior students or alumnus from both colleges to get real life perspectives on the quality of the program and opportunities. Industry input, because we are now surviving in an industry driven, data driven field. So industry inputs would also come in handy. In conclusion, I would say if you're passionate and certain about your specialization, then you might be tempted towards having a lesser known college or university if the program quality is high. If you want to keep your options open, prefer flexibility, or I would say value the prestige of a name, brand, the reputed college might offer broader advantages. So it depends on the parameters that you analyze and then arriving at a logical conclusion.
Thank you, sir. It was such a simple and balanced answer. And also, you told them the parameters and the things that they should take care while they choose a college. So, I guess it would be very helpful for the undergraduates now. Now, with this, I would also like to ask you that in today's competitive job market that we all know, there's so much peer pressure, competition. Does the choice of course really matter more than the brand name, or it is the other way around? Because I don't think that children actually look for that.
See, this again comes down to quite a few parameters. If you're talking about industry specific considerations, in certain industries, the specific skills and knowledge you gain from a specialized course matter more than the brand name. For example, STEM fields like computer science, data science, which I briefly mentioned a few moments ago, even engineering for that matter, employers often prioritize technical skills, project experience, internships, and certifications over college reputation. Same goes with healthcare, creative industries like design, media, fine arts, etc. But when you talk about prestige driven industries, in some fields, the brand name of the college carries significant weight. In competitive sectors like investment banking, management consulting, corporate law, a degree from a prestigious college can be a major advantage due to the perception of quality, the alumni networks, and campus recruitment. So again, as I said, the parameters will determine in terms of what your choices are, what exactly are you looking up to, and the kind of roles that you're going to play in the near future. So it's going to be skill specific versus industry specific comparisons that come in handy. When you talk about industry specific, as I said, the brand doesn't carry that much of weight, but uh, you know uh, all those technical sides come into the picture. So qualified course is what I'm referring to. But when you talk about prestige driven industries, as I said, it's the brand that counts. So at the end of the day, the student needs to um kind of analyze and come to a logical conclusion. Which of these two would excite the student more?
I totally admire your advice, and I think that it's the prestigious students who make a good brand name because it is their hard work which helps them to become a good brand. And for the last question, the last flexibility point that you mentioned, it's the last question that I'm going to ask you. Do you really think that the flexibility of change of courses within a top college is a better option than committing a course in a start of a career?
See, this is again a very tricky parameter for the simple reason that an uncertain career path, an uncertain career path would require flexibility, because you need to explore before committing to a specific path because of the lack of clarity that a child might carry. In terms of a clear career passion, a specialized course, I would say, allows for a deep dive into a field of interest and can make you highly qualified and competitive in a niche area. Again, breadth of opportunities in a top college in terms of, I would say, interdisciplinary learning and access to resources can also help a student decide whether to have a niche course or a specialized program. Similarly, the depth and breadth of knowledge. So in case if you if I mean, starting with a general course at a top institution, I would say provides a better foundation. But this is valuable if you are unsure or want the flexibility to kind of pivot around your evolving interests. The reason why I'm saying this is many industries value well rounded candidates who have diverse skill sets and the ability to learn across disciplines, because it's no longer what it used to be, in the turn of the millennium. Many jobs will soon become redundant. And accordingly, it's the skill sets, newly acquired skill sets, that will determine whether you should go for a niche course or some kind of a specialization that has never been heard or seen before. I'm also bringing into picture the job market trends and industry dynamics, because in a rapidly changing field, you will find AI, renewable energy. In all these fields, flexibility is crucial because industry demands can shift rapidly. So being able to pivot around within a top college might allow you to adapt to new trends and acquire skills relevant to emerging markets. On the other hand, when you talk about stable fields, say for example, accounting, healthcare, and stuff like that, a niche course could be advantageous because it builds the precise expertise needed and the knowledge gained remains relevant for a long period. So the question of redundancy does not arise unless and until technology takes over to such an alarming extent that even these field courses might become irrelevant or redundant after a certain point in time. Then learning environment and peer influence, that also goes a long way in terms of whether you are coming from a diverse talented community, and accordingly your perspectives can vary. Long term career flexibility is what many youngsters today come and share as their top priority with me of late. So starting with a general course, as I said, in a top college gives you flexibility if you want to explore different fields before deciding. It can also provide you with transferable skills. When I'm mentioning about transferable skills, I'm referring to aspects like communication, critical thinking, problem solving, that are valuable across various careers. But you have specialization that limits flexibility as well. So in such cases, a niche course can limit career options if you decide to change fields later. So while it's possible to switch careers with a specialized background, it may require additional studies, certifications, or what I would call as a transition period. So, my decision making advice answering your question would be to assess your passion level, number one, research future career prospects, number two, consider the college or university's flexibility, and most importantly, think long term. Consider how your decision impacts your career 5, 10, or maybe 20 years down the road. Does one path provide you with more options for career advancement, leadership roles, or potential shifts in the industry? It entirely depends upon how flexible you are in your approach and whether you want to go into a specialization driven field or the more conventional field, wherein you're more or less assured that things won't change that rapidly, as is the case with some of the specialization driven programs.
Thank you, sir. It was such a nice, short counseling session from your own experiences and advices. With this, I would like to thank you and EduTV, which has made a significant impact globally, amazing over 1 million eyes across 28 countries and producing more than 20,000 such videos. It is proudly featuring top education leaders, with many of its anchors being talented people from 11th and 12th. And I would like to thank you because you gave us your such important time. And it was very nice talking to you. The advices you gave would be very helpful for the undergraduates. To look forward to such interactions and programs, I would like everybody to refer to EduTV and subscribe the channel for more reviews. Thank you.
Thank you, Shayla.
Pleasure is all mine. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
I would like to thank Dr. Prashant Vasudev in such a short notice. And he's overseas, he's in Kuwait. And his support for 12th graders, 11th graders to choose a course, I think I really salute to his advocacy for supporting the students.
Thank you
so much, sir. Thank you. I would like to also
Thank you so much, Pranam.
Dr. Sangeeta Bhatia, the principal of KIIT World School, Pitampura, allowing her students to do anchoring on a Sunday. And on top of everyone, I would like to thank Shayla Bhatia, one of the superstar students of New Delhi. Thank you, Shayla. We look forward for more sessions with you.
Welcome,
and I'm
sir.
thankful to all the viewers across the world. I'm sure this video will be helpful for students, teachers, principals, and all educators, even universities. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Thank you,
Pleasure. Thank you.
Dr.
Thank you.